not complete when you compare my rhyme with yours. I wake you up and as I stare in your face, you seem stunned. Remember me, the one you got your idea from, but soon you start to suffer.
Welcome to 24 Willie Mays Plaza, the home of the Giants and Oracle Park. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the San Francisco Giants. So almost ready to get underway and towing the slab, Logan Webb. What do you look for here?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Ready to go? Now it's the veteran outfielder, George Springer. The wind of the pitch. That's off the mark, and that's how this game gets started. And another ball. Chris Logan Webb, a Northern California guy, but he grew up a fan of the Oakland A's. He grew up going to both teams' games, Giants and A's, but his dad was an Oakland fan, so he loved the Tim Hudson, Bobby Crosby, Stephen Vogt teams with the Oakland A's. Springer swings through that one. It's a strikeout. One out in the top of the first. Bo Bichette up to the dish.
Well, I can relate being from the Bay Area. I tell you what, warmer games in Oakland than they were in San Francisco, and that can help you become an A's fan a lot faster because it gets awfully chilly in San Fran.
One down, base is empty. Good eye right there. There's the strike, 3-1.
Guy like this can be tough. You know he's not going to try to beat you with velocity, but he's going to sink it, he's going to change speeds, and he's going to pitch backwards at times.
On the run, sends it over to first, and Bichette is retired. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These guys have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
0-2 now. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
Welcome back. Towing the slab in today's game, Alek Manoah.
Well, he's got such great discipline in between starts, taking care of himself, making sure he's lifting, his stamina stays high. He's a guy that wants to finish every start that he makes. Now, we know that's not quite possible, but he's well-conditioned to throw over 100 pitches effectively. I think if you're on the other side, you've got to try to have lengthy at-bats, run that pitch count up, and perhaps get him out of the ballgame early. He's kind of a rare pitcher in today's game. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Lamont Wade Jr. stands in now and watches strike one. At the belt and fires. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. And he beats it. He's safe.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Singy Alec Manoah's turned into one of the better starters in the American League. Blue Jays drafted him out of West Virginia. He was the 11th overall pick in the 2019 draft.
Yeah, and just a year later, a big league all-star. So developed pretty quickly and a front-end rotation guy for the Toronto Blue Jays.
Kiermaier puts it away for the out. One away. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. And now it's Wilmer Flores. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Manoah, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. Wade, the base runner at first with one out. This one popped up right side. Merrifield flashes the leather on the running catch. Tries to get back and save. Here's Jock Peterson. Ripped on a line, and that should be extra bases. Wade round second on his way to third. Play it home, he's safe, and it's 1-0.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Man in scoring position with two away. Mike Yastrzemski up here. And that's through there for a strike. Mike Yastrzemski, originally drafted by the Orioles, 14th round out of Vanderbilt in 2013. The Giants got him in March of 2019. And San Francisco's really where he got a shot to play. Next offering is downstairs.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
In the air out towards right center. Kiermaier moving under it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at the ballpark, new inning getting started, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Alejandro Kirk. Webb back to work. That one's in there, and that's strike one. They say you win.
No ball, 2 strikes.
The punch out there. Snap throw.
Really nice sequence for the quick strikeout right there. A couple of breaking balls to get ahead 0-2. Then pump the hard stuff by him for strike 3. And I like that he didn't mess around. Sometimes guys, they like to get too cute. They waste a pitch here or there and then find themselves back into a hitter's count. But right there, he had him right where he wanted him and pitched him aggressively to get the strikeout.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. There's a strike. And a swing and a miss there. Carl Dixon doing the umpiring behind the plate.
And Boog, I'm not sure if it's because he sort of sets up higher than most, but one thing to be aware of with Dixon is the high strike. Not usually a big deal because most guys are swinging at pitches up there, but we may see some surprise looks from hitters from time to time because that's just so unusual.
Here's the 0-2. Got him. And there's 2 down.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on. I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Up to the plate is Brandon Belt. And that one fouled off. Chapman off of first with 2 away. Oh, look at the stop. Goes to second with it, and that's a great play for the out. One left for Toronto. They're down 1-0. And welcome back. Bottom of the inning. Thairo Estrada to the plate. The pitch. There's the strike. On the ground to third. Throws to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 7. Not shortstop. Brandon Crawford.
Here's Crawford now. Open stance on that left side. Brandon Crawford, a kid who grew up a Giants fan. His dad had season tickets at Candlestick Park and then at, what was it initially? Pac-Bell Park. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
I think he was a little excited there, saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up if he wants to have a good at bat.
And the pitch. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Blake Sable, the next Giant to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Makes a nice running catch. And there's 2 away.
Batting 9. The catcher.
Roberto Perez standing in. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. That misses. 1-0.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
That one blasted deep to right. Springer drop step going back, hauls it in on the warning track. So the Giants leave 1, but they still lead it 1-0. Top half of the 3rd inning. Whit Merrifield up to the plate. The right-hander back to work. And that's in for a strike. Merrifield, multi-time All-Star, in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Kicks and fires. Line drive, makes the grab, one away.
The center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Here's Kiermaier now. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And that's in there at the knees.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Calls it in, and there's 2 away. So the batting order turns over, and it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. And a foul ball. Here comes a pitch. Started to go after it. Now a look down to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Eric Summerskill. And here it comes. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. Still behind by a count of 1-0. As we go to the last of the third. So here's Wade now. Wade handling the duties at first, 29 years old, and he was a 9th round draft pick back in 2015. The pitch. And fouled off. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The 0-2. Out towards right center field. Kiermaier trying to get there. Long run, tracks it down. And there's one away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Conforto goes 6'1", 215 pounds, usually in left, but today he's starting in right field. And the 1-0. Bounce to the right side. On to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, the big play, in my opinion, from right field is that throw from right field to third base. The longest one in the game, and you got to have a pretty strong arm. Hopefully he can play that one hop nicely if he has an opportunity to throw out a runner.
This to third. Whips it across. Inning over. Nothing doing there for San Francisco, but they lead it 1-0. As we go to the top of the fourth, now the number 2 hitter, Bo Bichette. And the right-hander back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Blue Jays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Swing and a miss. That's strike one. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
Got him swinging.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. So up next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. Chris, Alejandro Kirk, stocky catcher, an all-star in 2022. This guy can hit.
Yeah, he can, and really just surprised everyone coming onto the scene, doing such a great job that became an all-star with very little big league experience before that.
Swing and a miss. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back here at Oracle Park, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Jock Peterson. The pitch. Just missed. Here's a 1-1. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got his second double of the game.
He has had such a good day today. I don't think he's going to want to leave when it's over.
A couple of doubles today for the DH. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. 0 for 1 with a flyout. That one's in there, 0-1. Peterson at second with nobody out. Left-hand batter waits. Stays alive. And a pitch. And that one is lifted in the air. Kiermaier makes the catch, and there's one gone. Now it's the second baseman, Thairo Estrada. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. And that's a little bit high. Ball 1. This one blasted deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. That fires up the home crowd, and they boost their lead. It's 3-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
And that'll bring up Brandon Crawford. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up. That one misses, and that's ball 1. Brandon Crawford, a player who has been a stalwart at shortstop for the San Francisco Giants, helped them win World Series in 2012 and 2014, and he comes from a line of Giants fans. His parents, Mike and Lynn, they had Giant season tickets. They took Brandon to games all the time growing up. The 1-1. And he grounds one to the right side. Tosses to first, and Crawford is set down.
Up next is the Giants. The left fielder.
2 outs, base is empty. And digging in for San Francisco, Blake Sable. He's 0 for 1. In there, and it's 0-1. And that one is inside. Next offering is in for a strike.
So far, all we've seen in this at bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
Righty to the plate. Lifted in the air, out to left. Varsho makes the play, and that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 3-0. You're dialed into the show.
I tell you what, I think we all just jumped across that line. Oh, honey, I'll bring you with me if I know you have the time.
Welcome back. All set for the start of the inning. And now, Dalton Varsho. Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
That's in there, and it's 1-1. And the pitch. Fights that one away, still 1-2. The line to kick the pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
To first, and the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Bell now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They trail it here 3-0. Back here in San Francisco, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the catcher, Roberto Perez. The pitch. That one missed.
Well, these Giants doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there.
Could be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So the lineup flips over. Lamont Wade Jr. now at the plate. 1 for 2. First offering misses the mark.
Count 1-0.
Ripped to short. Fires over to Guerrero. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. And here is Michael Conforto. In there for strike 1. Movement in the bullpen. Tim Meza up and loosening in the pen. Swanson getting loose as well. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Varsho pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Up next to the Giants, the third baseman, Wilmer Flores.
Here's the third baseman, Wilmer Flores. Line to left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. 1 left for San Francisco, but they lead it. Top 6. And now for the Jays, Whit Merrifield. There's a strike.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
The 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. And a pitch. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. The wind and the pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
2 strikes.
And that's outside. Swing and a ground ball out to short. He's in there.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Here's Kevin Kiermaier. In there at the knees for a strike.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
The 1-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Merrifield coming home. He scores, and it's now a 2-run game. And he's in at third with an RBI triple.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Not in time to first, and a run comes across. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
No strike.
And that's too high.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at-bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Flores on to first. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. In the air, out towards left center. Sable makes the grab, 2 down.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at-bat.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Giants 3 and the Blue Jays 2. Back here at the ballpark, and now Jack Peterson.
The designated hitter, Josh Peterson.
The right-hander back to work.
No, that's low.
The 1-0. Lifted in the air, right center field. Kiermaier trying to get there. Makes the grab, tracks it down after the long run. And there's 1 away. And up next for San Francisco, Mike Yastrzemski.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
There's a swing and a drive. And it's off the wall. Yastrzemski into second, and he's got it double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
And that one is lifted in the air. Springer drifts towards it. Brings it in. And there's 2 away.
The batter, number 35.
Here's Brandon Crawford. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
Up next for the Giants.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. That's as far as Alek Manoah will go, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. New pitcher now for the Jays, Tim Mesa. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise. So now pinch hitter for the Giants, J.D. Davis, looking for a big hit with 2 out, runners at first and second. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. Bounced out to short. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. So the Jays pen does its job nicely there. We're through 6 full. It's the Giants 3 and the Blue Jays 2. So remaining in the game defensively, J.D. Davis. He'll be the new left fielder after entering the game as a pinch hitter.
Number 7.
So digging in, Dalton Varsho. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Well, he's back out there to begin the 7th. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough 6th inning there, but his skipper's got a lot of confidence in him. But trust me, they will keep a close eye on how he does in this one.
The 1-2. And a ground ball to first. He steps on the bag, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Now Matt Chapman at the plate. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And next is the designated hitter, Brandon Belt. In the air, left field. Davis under it. Puts the squeeze on that one. And there are 2 outs. Whit Merrifield next up for the Blue Jays. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And there's a hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Now we'll see if they can pick up that tying run and start us over here in the late innings.
Smoked into left field, base hit. Runner around third. 1 runs in, runner around third on his way to the plate. Pulls into third safely as they score a pair on the play.
It's a clutch at bat and could be one of the biggest ones of the game as they jump ahead by 1.
And the batter is George Springer. Diving, and he can't make the play. Runner from third comes across. 5-3 now. Around second now, going for 3. And he's in safely at third. And a run comes in to score.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back.
And now this is down for a base hit. In comes the run from third to add on. It's 6-3. And next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
They take the force out. That's the 3rd out. So it's 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Giants 3. Back here at Oracle Park, set for the last half of the 7th. And here's the catcher, Roberto Perez. And Chris, his big strength is defense, but it is interesting in today's world of baseball compared to when you played, a good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
Smash to the left side. Whips it to first. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, first baseman,
Here's Lamont Wade Jr. 1 for 3.
Bringing blessings when I move. Special, I'm an essence, I'm a groove. I'm lessons, I'm written, law, thoughts, food. More than well.
So now a pinch hitter, Joey Bart. Looking to start something with 1 gone. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
All over that one right there. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Michael Conforto will climb in. Bart over at first with one away. 0-1 down. On the ground to third, might be two. Over to Merrifield, and that's two. One hit in the inning, but no one. Staying in the game on defense, Joey Bart. He entered as a pinch hitter, but this might get interesting. Not a position he's used to playing here. Kirk in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next pitch is popped up. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one down. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Pitch is in there. And that is strike one.
0-1.
And the slider catches the zone. And the right-hander deals. Got it by him for the K.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Next pitch is outside, and it's 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very.
That's strike three and the third out. So we take a break. Down in order go the Blue Jays as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. Now on the bump, Yimi Garcia.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Matt Beatty. The pitch. Good eye right there.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
The pitch. Popped up left side. Chapman pulls it in on the run.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
And Jack Peterson stands in. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
Fought off foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Mike Yastrzemski.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
And that one fouled off.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the ninth with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
2 outs. On the ground, right side. He'll do it himself. That's out number 3. So they make short work of it. So remaining in the game defensively, Matt Beatty. He'll play third after coming into the game as a pinch hitter. Up the middle. Throw to first. Great stretch, and they got him. Whit Merrifield next up for the Blue Jays. That one clips the outside corner, and that's strike one. Swings through that. Kicks and deals. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel.
more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Goes down looking. Offense held in check there. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. Now it's Jordan Romano out of the bullpen.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Number 68, Jordan.
And here it comes. Ground ball left side. And Estrada is out.
The batter, number 35.
And here is Brandon Crawford. There's the strike. Romano, an all-star a season ago, 29 years old, and he was born in Canada. That one ripped. That ball's carrying. Oh! Brandon Crawford blasts one out, and they close the gap. It's 6-4.
Just relentless. This team will not quit. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drop. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Probably no surprise to you, Boog, but Toronto produces more MLB players than any other city in Canada. Montreal is right up there, too.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. The 0-2. Out to short. Bichette. Fires over to first. And the Giants down to their final out. Roberto Perez getting ready to hit. Out to short. Bichette. And that'll do it.